Alrighty, I think we waited a good bit, so we'll go ahead and get started. There isn't too much on the agenda, just a few things to go over. I will go ahead and share my screen. Awesome. Does everybody see the pretty flamingos on the background? You don't have to speak. A thumbs up or text in chat is fine. I'm assuming everybody can see. I haven't heard a no. Okay, cool. Thank you. Um, So we will go ahead and get started with the new changes. Just give me a minute to find the window. I have so many. Okay, awesome. All right, and then we'll go ahead and switch it over here to discuss the release. So we have a new release, just came out last week. So this is, actually, I should say we will be striving to push releases a bit sooner than later. One of our prior releases included a lot of changes, more than we would ideally like to have in one release alone. So we are going to be making strides to try to release about as frequently as we possibly can. But this is just some of the new improvements and changes that we'll be seeing across the SDK. So in EVM and mirror node integrations, we had account ID supporting initialization and conversion from EVM addresses. We have stuff with HR or HBAR units, adding convenience factory methods. And then we move down to changes and improvements. So we have some improvements to our developer experience. We have improvements to some transaction handling and things like that. I'll leave this here in the chat in case anyone is interested. I don't want to take up too much time going through it just because I want to get to the other additional items that we have here and then leave an open room for questions, comments, and things like that. But let's see. How far down? Okay, and this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. So we are going to be breaking up our releases in the sense that instead of making a note of just about everything that we change, we're going to start limiting it to source code changes. So this is what has been deprecated or sunsetted. And these are some of the new implementations and features that we have recently added. So we have TL support with stage 2 control. We have contract ID support for crypto account balance queries. And then trying to think if there's anything else should highlight. Um, I think that's about it. There are links, so if anyone is interested in having a and more detailed understanding, sorry, I'm losing my words today. Please feel free to click into any of these links. They will provide a bit more insight and will also link the issue that they are resolving so you can get a bit more context on that as well. But beyond that, that is it for the changelog. Did anyone have any questions or concerns? I guess it's just you and me, Manish. Did you have anything you wanted to talk
Uh,
about with the changelog?
no, no.
You unmuted yourself, but I can't hear you. I don't know if you're having audio
Uh,
issues. Um,
am I
you
audible
feel
now?
free to type it in if there was something that you wanted to bring up regarding it.
Am I audible now?
No? Okay, that's fine. Um, since it's looks like it's just going to be the two of us, I'll try to just keep this brief, because I know you're pretty familiar with what's going on here as well. Um, but that's it for the changelog. Okay, that's fine. If you try to fix it at any point, I'll keep an eye out for your mic unmuting and muting, and I'll let you know if I hear anything if you're trying to fix it right now. Um, but beyond that, I think we're good to go with the change log. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up, but I don't know what happened to it. So give me one quick second. Let me find that. It was a PR that I had been reviewing Yesterday it was in terms of one of our flows. I wasn't sure if you had seen my like question or comment on it. It was the one that was failing, but like we knew why it was failing. It was just I posted a question in it, so I was trying to see. Um, I want to
It is.
discuss that one really quickly, but of course I closed out of the PR. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think it is at the
I
last.
think the good news is that it was one of these failing ones, so it makes it pretty easy, relatively easier for me to find. I can't remember who authored it though. Give me a minute and um oh no, that was for the runners. Okay, increase square page. This sounds familiar. I don't know if you remember which PR it was that one like integration test or unit test was failing. I thought it was an integration test, but I cannot remember off the top of my head. Um, Calculation methods. Um,
Uh, am I audible?
hmm, I think it was actually one of these. Okay, I did. Dot. That was 1790. Hmm. Mhm. Oh, did you find it?
Yeah.
Aha. Yes. I think this was it. Okay. Yes. Were you able to dive into that any further? Are we able to maybe like combine some of them? I don't know if that's the right word or archive a few. Again, I don't know if that would be the right word since these are flows, but I don't know. I've seen this happening a lot. There's one other thing or one other um error that you get where it's related to node 22, but that is just that happens for me because it takes I guess, so much time for the workflows to run. So is there like anything off the top of your head, or did you get a chance to dive a little further into this?
Uh,
Okay, I
am
see you're
I?
unmuted, but I don't hear anything if you're talking. Maybe try taking out if it's like a cord or like a wired headset, maybe try taking it out or and
Uh,
putting it back in. I don't know if you've already done that. Or switch, I don't know if you could switch devices. Again, you can also post it in the chat. I have it open for you as well. Um, okay. Okay, so I see you're unmuted. If you're talking, I don't hear anything though.
I am I
Is
audible?
it? Oh, hi, Akshat. How are you? We were discussing some of our workflows. I'll bring you up to speed. Um, we started with the change log, just going over the new changes, what we'll expect from it, stuff like that. And then we went over deprecated items as well as new additions. There is a link, I believe, to the change. Yep, to the change log in there as well. If you don't have access to it or you don't see the link, let me know and I'm happy to share it with you again. But it is also available on the main page of the Hiero SDK, and it should be labeled V0.2. Should have been posted sometime last week. If you can't speak, not a problem. Feel free to
Yeah,
send me a message, let me know if you need
am I
that.
audible?
Sorry, Manish, I don't hear anything. I see you're muted, but like, I don't hear any audio.
Yeah.
So I see like the green square that tells me you're speaking, but again, I don't hear anything. I'm sorry. Trying to think what else he could do. I don't know if you're able to switch maybe your internet
Hey, which
connections.
particular internet?
Sometimes I have to do that. Okay. Um, Akshat, we are also, again, we're trying to figure out what we can do with some of our workflows. We are noticing lately that if the flows are taking too long, they are starting to fail. I guess what's happening is the nodes are essentially trying over and over and over again, but without a response, it'll just keep trying. And so it's starting to result in a few failures. Manish and I had noticed a failing test the other day. Yeah, okay. So you're pretty aware then. So we are trying to discuss what we could do to maybe change or I don't know, deprecate or combine or something of this effect to try to help with that workflow process and see if we can kind of speed it up and eliminate some of those failures. I don't know if you have any insight into that. If you do, that's great. We're happy to hear it. Manish also, I believe, has some insight into this, so he's just trying to get those audio issues corrected. But in the meantime, while we wait for him, did you have anything that you wanted to share in this regard, or any other comments, any other failures that you've been noticing lately in terms of how long they're taking? And if you can't speak, feel free to just post it in chat. I have it up, so I'll be able to see it. Just give me 1 second. I have to go on mute for 2 seconds. Go on. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. In all honesty, I did not get an opportunity to look at this myself. I got sidetracked, but I believe Manish may have had an opportunity. Um, Okay, I see there's two Manishes now. Hi, other Manish. Were you able to get that working?
Am I audible?
No, you're unmuted and I can like see the indicator. It tells me you're talking, but I don't hear anything. I don't know if Akshat, do you hear anything? It could just maybe be me. I don't know. You can hear him, Akshat? Yeah, okay. So maybe it's just this call. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Okay. Let me stop sharing and then I'm gonna try to leave and then come back. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm back. Here we go. Okay. I guess Manish, go ahead and try it again. I don't know if you're. Sorry. I don't hear anything, unfortunately. That's okay though. You don't hear me? Okay. Let me try.
Okay, but you actually, okay. Finish.
With Zoom. Manish, are you able to?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I can also.
Okay. Do you have any insight into this? I'll go ahead and share it again so we can see what we're looking at. Was there any uh like insights? Were you able to do kind of like a deeper dive into this?
Uh, did you like regard it to the codacy or the entire workflow?
Just I would say the entire flows in general, but Akshat has also been noticing the same thing. It seems like it's just a select few that are failing, but
Yeah.
my concern is that like these take 17 minutes, 16
Uh,
minutes. So that was
like
something.
there is like an issue also created for that. So I think there are some tests regarding to the, for example, like the topic message query, and yes, the topic query. So like it requires to subscribe to that topic and wait for the consensus to happen to like get the message. And like we are currently like using the timeout for that, and sometimes it happens that the message is not able to get in that particular time, so it just failed. Like that are some like issues or like issues that occurs when we set up the solo network in this. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Um, since it's continuous, since it's a timeout issue, are we able to implement some kind of fallback so that if for whatever reason it doesn't reach it in the amount of time it's allotted, that there's essentially a fallback saying something or doing something? Is there, I'm just trying to figure out a way to eliminate these errors because I don't want contributors to see them frequently happening and they're trying to go
uh,
crazy, more or less trying to fix it when it's just something
we,
on our end. Oh,
so like we can like mark them as flaky, like we have with I think that's include
okay.
child in some transaction, receipt transaction.
Okay.
So like that's one, but it will like not guarantee if like the test fails, it will like show it is still passing. Like that thing that we want to prevent.
Okay, okay. So it's not completely preventable.
Uh, like we need to like look at it. I think like there is one PR someone created today.
Oh, somebody created something for this?
Yeah, it's like today someone has created.
Do you have the link?
Yeah.
Okay, take your time, no rush. Mm, and then I'll post it up on the screen here.
Yeah, I have like pasted that in the chat.
Okay, I got it. Mm. Okay. Improve. Okay, okay.
Like not gone through it, but like it
It's
seems to like relate to that.
okay. What did he put? Limit subscription. Okay, okay, okay. This should probably be, yeah, this would probably be it. And then, so it was that one, and then there's one other one that we've also been observing that comes in with something. It says like node 22 fails. It's something I usually see on my end. I'm not sure how many other people have seen it on their end. But I'll keep an eye out for it if it happens again. I actually,
And I think like there is this one also. Let me like paste the link.
yeah, go ahead. Okay, so this is 1820. Let me write this down. Okay. Oh, okay. Is
So
this for, let's see. Oh, this is a, oh, okay, okay, okay. This was for
it's
the,
all like create a
yeah,
account ID from the middle node.
not found in child transaction. Alrighty. That's a new one, but interesting. Okay. Let me go back to, this is PR 2540. Okay, let me maybe go here. Wait, we don't have. Oh, wait. Okay, code rabbit. It's the code rabbit one. Uh, nope, I'm just looking at it. There it is. I believe this is it. Um, merge. No. Which from the last link that you had sent me? Which PR was this from? Because it's not giving me the.
I think it has been merged. It has been merged.
Oh, okay. This is just from something older then. That's fine. Okay, I see. It's just the failure that they got. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't something opened. Check the integration logs. Count ID population. Okay, that is something I guess we'll have to take a look at as well. Is this the first time that you've seen this? This is the first time that I've seen it,
Yeah,
so yeah, okay.
this is for me. It is also first time.
Okay, awesome. At least I know. That's good in the sense that it's only happening just this one time. So that tells me it's just flaky. Uh, that's good. At least I know it's not failing every time. Aksha, is this something that you have seen as well, or is this the first time you're seeing it? Again, if it's first time, that's fine. It's first time for us. Okay, I'm actually gonna save this link. And hi, Finish. We are currently discussing. Oh, hi. We are currently discussing some of our integration flows. We've been noticing lately that if they are more or less taking a bit too
Hello?
long, that some of them are failing. And so we're just trying to determine which ones are flaky and which ones are more or less resolvable, and also determining what we have not have seen so far. So this one here, I'm not sure if this is something that you have seen before or if this is the first time. We've also been noticing a failure from topic message, and we had another failure related to node 22. That last one relating to node 22 is not something we have seen crop up again, but we are keeping an eye out just in case. As of right now, however, we are just discussing the failure of account ID population in one of our integration tests. We also did discuss the changelog and any updates that I've had. If you're interested in the changelog, let me know. I'm happy to share the link, and it is also posted on the homepage of the Python SDK. But beyond that, I'm going to share the two links that Manish shared with me, just so you also have access to them. I don't know if you're able to see them when you first join. Um, so these are the links. The second one is what we're currently seeing here. And then the first link I shared with you is a fix for one of the flaky tests that we have encountered. So the one from before from topic message query, this was one of the ones that we had noticed starting to fail. So we have a PR in place for that. Yay. So we're just making note, trying to go through it together to see what the fix entails, does it properly, just a PR review, I guess. But yeah, just to bring you up to speed, if there are any questions or comments you have, feel free to let us know. If you're able to talk, awesome. If you can't, not a problem. Feel free to just post it in chat. I'm keeping it open here just so I don't miss any questions or comments from anybody. Okay, so that's minor. Let me go down. Okay, premature subscription. Okay, some of these we can more or less, some of these are a little too nitpicky, so we can more or less resolve some of them. It's the major ones for me that make me a little, I didn't say hesitant, make me curious. Um, Let me go back. Trying to think. I think that was the only one that I had found. So I guess, Manish, what is your thought on this one?
Uh, uh, I think I to like first
Say,
of all go to that what the changes are with the other SDK, like what they are following, because he is like trying to he's trying to like retry the connection as it will like cause the time to increase or something like that.
yeah, it seems like it would maybe take a longer. Okay. I will, or if you want, either one of us, it's fine. Um, just leave, we can leave something here to let him know. But beyond that, we can always take a look at the minor and the trivial ones. I don't think we need to discuss them in the call just because they're minor. So I'm sure I've seen him contribute before, I believe. This first part is familiar, but I can't remember if the numbers were. But I believe I've seen him before, so I think he has a bit familiarity. So I think for the rest of these, I'm sure he will be able to resolve them. If not, I know he'll reach out and just let us know of anything that he comes up with. But yeah, let's go ahead and leave something here for this one. I can or you can. If you want, just let me know. I'm happy to do it if you need me to. Um, but I think for like the rest of these, is this resolved by the bot? Yeah, okay. So the bot did find the new fix. Good. Okay, but good to know that this is here. I want to do a bit more of a thorough review and especially just take one more look at that last comment. I probably will post something, so I guess it would be good if the both of us were to post something because I know that we are maintainers, committers of this, so I think it'll be a good idea to have feedback on both ends. And then I'm sure Sophie will also provide any more insight that would be needed. But cool. I will leave this here and I'm also going to post it in the chat again just in case any messages are missed. But beyond that, I think we're good with the topic message one and then coming back to this one. I went ahead and I made a note of this. We can we'll discuss this with the team. I want to make an issue for this, but at the same time, this is the first time I've seen it, so I'm a little hesitant on making it just because I don't know how often it occurs. I mean, on the one hand, it does occur often enough if multiple people are seeing it. I guess we'll do a round robin, so to speak. We'll just go around and see everybody's input. So for me, I would say let's do some research into it. Let's take a look at it. This is the first time I have seen this happen, so I'm wondering what would have caused this. I want to take a look at the PR that was merged just to see if that maybe is a factor. I don't think it would be a factor since it was already merged. I think this was something that's outside of the scope of that, but I'd rather just take a look at it just to be sure. But if we do decide to go forward with this in the sense that we want to make an issue, I am totally for that. I think we should, especially to try to resolve this now, rather than having more PRs come up with this same failure. But I will go around and just make sure we all have the same feedback or discuss any questions or comments. So, Manish, what do you think? Should we go ahead and make an issue for this?
Yeah, I think we shouldn't like need to create an issue for this.
Okay. Akshat says, let's ask the team if they've seen multiple times, or once before. Yeah, I will reach out to Sophie. I think she's gonna be the probably one of the best people to give us a bit more insight as to whether or not she's seen it. So I will definitely reach out to her. Um, and Pranush, if you're able to speak, what are your thoughts? Do you think that we should make an
Uh,
issue for this?
am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Sorry, I was away, so I did not get the context. And
No,
like
you're
I got an important call, so I was there.
no,
Sorry.
you're totally fine. So we are discussing the possibility of maybe making an issue out of this failure that we're seeing here. But we also want to check in with some of our other team members to see if this was something they've encountered before. Should the consensus be that it has been encountered before, or despite the consensus, we just wanted to know what your thoughts are. Do you think that this is something we should make an issue for? Or is this something that you've seen more than once? Or have you only seen it one time?
Uh, I think we should wait because I just recently seen the solo test are also feeling like. So I think we should wait solo team once fix that. Have you seen the last previous Git actions? Solo test also failed.
Okay. Okay, that's
Now,
fine. I will go ahead. I'm gonna share this with the rest of the team, this link here, and then I want to get their
uh,
feedback on it as well. And then depending on that, we'll go forward. And then assuming the rest was solo. But okay, I think we're pretty, I think at a pretty good point in the sense that an issue should be created, should everybody agree. Thank you. Let's see, I'm trying to remember if there was anything else, anything anybody brought to my attention. I don't believe there was, but just double check. No, that's not it. That was, oh, it's on something else. Okay, I just want to check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. Okay. Alrighty, so I will go ahead. I'm gonna stop sharing. I think we're pretty much set. With these last 15-ish minutes, were there any questions anybody wanted to bring up regarding changelogs, workflows, PR contributions? Was there anything anyone had questions on that they came across in a pull request, or any pull requests they have open that you have any questions on? Or we can also open it up to general questions and comments, anything regarding the changelog.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Uh, I I actually have one question.
Yeah.
It's like regarding the PR. So let me just
Yeah.
the link.
Yeah, of course. Did you need me to share it?
I think
Yeah, take
your
your time.
voice is breaking, Manish. I think your internet's stable. So I think Angie, you can share your screen. Else
Yeah,
his voice audio would be more breaking. I think.
yeah, I can share it for you. Not a problem. I'm keeping an eye out for the link. So whenever you're ready,
Yeah.
no rush. No
Yeah.
rush. I think he's looking for it right now, so we'll give him a second. That's fine then.
So,
And then, okay,
I
11.
have pasted.
Awesome. 1795. Okay.
Uh, so
Okay.
yeah. So my question is that um, currently the code co is like failing. It's like showing around like 84% of coverage. Um, yeah.
Okay. Let's
It is
see.
like not for the failage.
Um, okay, so this is where it, um, uncovered. Oh, it doesn't give you any insight as to why, though.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
see. Hmm.
so
Hmm. Usually, usually it does. At least in my experience, it tells you.
uh,
It should tell you why.
uh, and
Say that again. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
am I audible?
Yeah, yeah,
Am I audible?
yeah. You're
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
So my question is that currently, like I am testing this code. So basically, there is a chunk transaction that is being tested, but file append transaction and the topic message submit transaction. So this function that calculate the size of the chunks or the size of the body is like similar in both of the uh, files or both of the classes. So like I have just implemented test for like the file append transaction and the code is saying like this is not covered. So I have like the question: do we like need to implement the same test for both the transaction, or is it to have like one test for a chunk transaction?
Mm. Typically, from my perspective, I err on the side of test where possible. So in my mind, it's is if you can test it or if there isn't a test for it, go ahead and do it. If there is a test for it, that would be something I would prefer to leave to a team consensus just because I don't want to say something and then someone else say, well, hey, I think we should add this just because I'd rather have everybody on the same page in terms of testing, just because with what we're seeing so far in the tests being flaky, I am definitely on the side of yes, let's add an additional test, but I'm also going to suggest possibly posting this in the Discord chat and get everybody's feedback. I will leave feedback on here as well for you. But we don't we don't want to have multiples of the same tests in the sense we don't want to see duplicates of a- about the exact same test. So we try to keep the unit test and the integration test to the scope of the PR as much as possible. But I do understand that there are extenuating circumstances where, sometimes it just doesn't always happen that way. For this, however, given the flakiness that we have been having so far, I would suggest posting this in chat. Let's get Sophie's feedback on it as well and see how she would like to proceed with that because I do understand there is kind of a test in place, so it may not be needed. It may just be something that we can kind of say, oh, hey, yeah, this is okay. We don't necessarily need this because maybe we have A, B, C, or D. Um, but just given with the flakiness, I would say yes, maybe add it. However, since there is something quite similar, it's one of those things where you could typically go back and forth with this. On the one hand, you could do it and try to increase the code coverage. On the other hand, there's kind of something in place. So in that sense, it's not essential, so to speak. But I am, again, I'm personally on the side of possibly trying to get the coverage, but let's leave this up to a team consensus just because I don't want to speak for everyone. I would prefer to have their input just to make sure that everybody is on the same page. Um, but I will keep an eye out for the Discord chat. So when you post it, I'll be sure to send something back for you. Um, I will I will send this to Sophie as well. Um, I'm not sure if she will have it's okay. I think she might be traveling, but I'm gonna send this to her. She may be able to view it on mobile. If not, I'm sure she'll be able to give you a bit more of a thorough input when she's back. But yeah, but that's my feedback. But I just would prefer to have a consensus from the team, just given with what we've experienced so far. But thank you for that, and I will definitely take a look at that further. Um, was there anything else that anybody wanted to bring up in the last few minutes? Any questions? Any comments? If not, then I think we may be able to get back these last 9 or 10 minutes of the hour if everybody is good to go. I'll go ahead and stop sharing. Oh, Farnoosh, did you have something?
I was thinking of an idea. Like just like it's something we have everything for developers. I think we should be building something towards our users also. Something that they can visualize what we are doing, like in the Python SDK or other SDKs, what we are doing. Like if I say the data has a playground, so I can test the APIs. Okay, these are the things. So if this something that can even what we change or something. Like I don't know, I'm not concrete towards this thing, my idea thing, but I think we need some visualization kind of thing for our users. What do you think?
Yeah, we can definitely implement something like that. I'd say if you have a pretty good understanding of the idea and you possibly have a way to implement it, or maybe you have a couple of plans in the sense that you'd like to implement it, I would say share it with the team, get their input on it, and then considering all feedback, we can definitely move that forward. I know some of the, that was the other thing. I finally remembered. It was the community goals, the kinds of things that the rest of the community would like to see being completed and accomplished for the Python SDK. So that to me sounds like it would fall underneath that category, which is great. I'm all for that. I know one of the other goals was to have more of like a blockchain DLT kind of thing going on in the sense those are the kinds of issues we're making. But yeah, definitely. If you have concrete plans for that idea, please feel free to share them in the chat. I'm happy to share my feedback, and I'm sure the rest of the team would be happy to share their feedback for it as well.
I think I don't have concrete things right now. Majorly, I was thinking ki, uh, this was the idea, so I want to brainstorm around this. That's why I just take up right now. How we can visualize the things, what can be the things, should we make a playground type of thing, or how, like, if a user wants to just experience our Python SDK, so how he will do.
Okay, okay. I think yes, I was just about to go to that. The minis, you read my mind. I will share this with the team. So Painush, correct us if we are wrong, but I think this is what you may be referring to. This was something Hendrik had shared with us a while ago. Um, Oh yes, just keep in mind the deprecation notices, but I'll remove that so we can get a full view. So this actually gives users a bit of insight into how some of the transactions work. So for example, before I forget, I believe we are in the process of adding a few more to this. I don't know if Hendrik has plans in the works to do this soon. I believe he does, but I will reach out to him. But yes, so this is the kind of like a playground. So users would essentially sign in with their account. It's not going to let me run it because I'm not signed in on this browser. But essentially what it does is it kind of just goes through that entire account creation process. Let me scroll to the top. So yep. And this is done in JavaScript, it looks like, but
Yeah,
I believe there was a
then
way to
switch
change
in
it.
rightmost the JavaScript there was written near the chatbot section. Just click over there.
Yep,
Right,
there it
then
is.
I think we
Uh,
don't have for Python.
no, we don't have support for Python in this yet. I believe that is one of the things that they are currently working on. I will reach out to them regarding this and see where they're at in the process, but I definitely I think we should have a link to this, not just for the Python SDK, but maybe for the rest of the SDKs as well, especially for JavaScript, since that is the the most common one that we're seeing.
Yeah,
Um, but I definitely will talk to them about trying to make this Python friendly. I think the goal will eventually be to make it language agnostic. Just as of now, there is the option of these three. I'm curious to see what it looks like in Rust, though. Oh, okay. So, yeah, about the same as JavaScript, just with little syntactical changes. Nothing too major, though. Still readable, so that's good. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, so I believe this is what you have been referring to. If you want to save this link, I think Manish actually posted it in chat. Feel free to
I
save
have.
it. Oh, okay. Awesome. Um, so yeah, I think we should add a link to this webpage here. I definitely think that this will be very nice for newcomers to see as well, to kind of get an understanding. I will actually also try to see if we can add this to one of our training documentations as well. I think this would be a great addition to have. Um, but yeah, we can continue the conversation of trying to make this more language agnostic. I'm happy to see it is in JavaScript though. It tells me that's pretty common amongst most users. So I'm guessing that that is where we'll probably start for the rest of the transactions once they're implemented. But yeah, I will reach out to them. If you'd like, feel free to reach out to them as well. Let them know that you'd like to make it more known, that you'd like to possibly make it more language agnostic and see if there's any transactions that we're missing. I thought there was one for queries at one point. I thought I had seen it here, but maybe it's removed. But I thought I definitely did remember seeing something for a query at one point. But I'll reach out to him and ask them what happened to that. But yeah, I definitely think that we should make this more well known. I think having this in place, especially for new people, that's going to be a great addition to help their understanding. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
Uh,
fine.
yeah.
Uh,
Uh, but feel free to post something about it in chat, especially any ideas that you have revolving it. And then I will add to that as soon as I can. But we are coming to the end of the hour. So was there any other topics or any ideas anyone wanted to bring up before we conclude today? I will stop sharing my screen just in case anybody had something that they'd like to share. Um,
no,
no? Okay. We're good. Akshat, Manish, are you good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Akshat, was there anything that you... Nothing? Okay. All right. Well, I thank everybody for being here this morning, this evening. I do look forward to seeing your questions and comments and your ideas in chat. Manish, Pranush, I will keep an eye out. You two, actually, have a nice day. I'll keep an eye out in the Discord for the both of you, and then I will add input shortly after. But thanks, everybody, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, great evening. Bye.
But thank you.
Thank you.